Welcome back to Evolution Tech. What if we told you that the future of cars is not electric? That's right, you heard me. In a stunning turn of events, all the major car makers in the world have decided to ditch electric vehicles and go back to fossil fuels. Why? Because they claim that EVs are too expensive, too unreliable, and too harmful to the environment. But is this really true? Or is there a hidden agenda behind this shocking move? Stay tuned. Global EV sales are expected to grow from 3.2 million in 2020 to 12.2 million in 2025 and reach 31.1 million by 2030. The EV market share is also projected to increase from 4% in 2020 to 10% in 2025 and 28% in 2030. The main drivers of this growth are the declining battery costs, the increasing range and performance of EVs, the expanding charging infrastructure, and the supportive government policies and incentives. President Biden has made the transition to EVs a key part of his economic plan, which aims to rebuild the nation's infrastructure, create millions of good-paying jobs, and combat the climate crisis. He has set an ambitious target of having EVs account for 50% of all new vehicle sales in the U.S. by 2030, which would put the country on track to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. The Clean Cars for America program, which was proposed by President Biden in March 2021, aims to provide point-of-sale rebates and trade-in incentives for consumers to switch to EVs, as well as grants for states and local governments to build EV charging stations and upgrade their vehicle fleets. The new federal tailpipe pollution standards, which were announced by the Environmental Protection Agency and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in August 2021, set new limits on the amount of carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter that vehicles can emit. The standards are expected to increase the average fuel economy of new vehicles to 52 miles per gallon by 2026 and reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 2 billion metric tons over the vehicles' lifetimes. These policies are not forcing companies to abandon gas cars, but rather encouraging them to transition to cleaner and more efficient vehicles. Many automakers have already committed to increasing their EV production and sales, and some have even pledged to phase out ICE vehicles entirely by 2035 or 2040. These include GM, Ford, Honda, BMW, Volkswagen, Volvo, and others. However, some automakers have also expressed concerns about the feasibility and cost-effectiveness of the EV targets and have asked for more flexibility and clarity from the government. The EV regulation is not killing non-EV sales, but rather creating a more competitive and diverse market. According to sources, global ICE vehicle sales are expected to decline from 74.4 million in 2020 to 54.8 million in 2025 and 40.1 million by 2030. However, this does not mean that ICE vehicles will disappear anytime soon, as they still have a large customer base and a well-established infrastructure. Moreover, some ICE vehicles, such as hybrids and plug-in hybrids, can also help reduce emissions and fuel consumption and serve as a bridge to full electrification. The report that suggests EVs have 80% more problems than gas-powered cars is not credible, as it is based on a survey of Consumer Reports members, which is not a representative sample of the general population. Moreover, the report does not account for the differences in the types, ages, and usage of the vehicles, which could affect the reliability ratings. Furthermore, the report does not provide any evidence or explanation for the alleged problems, such as long charging times, lack of charging stations, lithium-ion battery problems, and engine failures. So what do you think? Will President Biden's push for EVs succeed or fail? Will the car makers really ditch EVs and go back to fossil fuels? And what will this mean for the future of the planet and the economy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please hit the like button and share this video with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos.